And a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a pleasant good morning. You couldn't ask for a more gorgeous day. Hello, folks. I'm Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Today is it's our weekly sports talk show. Take the points, and look who's here. Nobody. I tell you what, I feel terrible that those guys missing out on all the fun. Actually Jamie, I think Jamie and Weeze are together. They're on a golf trip, and I guess my invitation didn't get delivered. Doggone mail people, I tell you what. And also Lucas is at a volleyball tournament tonight, or today. So hey, it's me and you and the TV. We are going to talk sports today. Like I said, it's a Take the Points show. I'm going to reintroduce you folks to some of your old favorites that you've seen and maybe not seen for a while. I'm going to talk about 6 different sports today. Football, baseball, soccer, a little soccer, not much. A little golf, that's 4. I will touch on softball, 5. I will touch on track and field, that's 6. Is that it? I think that might be it. I might have something. Might be able to pull something else out of my sleeve. We'll see what happens. But let's first see what's happening in and around your community today, as here on this beautiful Friday 24th. I tell you what, if you get a chance to get outside today, I'm certain hopefully yesterday you got a chance to get out. Just a gorgeous week. It's going to be pretty nice again on Saturday, but warming up back a little bit. 80 degrees, I think, the high on Thursday. Sip for a Cause Friday night. This is out at Tuscan Hills Winery. It's a fundraiser, as it starts at 8 o'clock. It's a stand-up comedy featuring Brian Hicks. Brian Hicks hosted by Effingham Comedy, and all in support of United Way of Effingham County. Now that's nice, helping Effingham County United Way. A live stand-up comedy show out at Tuscan Hills Winery tonight. How about tomorrow? I kind of skipped over Friday because we talked a bit about Friday yesterday. So Thursday and Friday. I'm going to give you mainly Saturday today, but you can find something to do tonight. Over in, in Flora, out at Charlie Brown Park on Saturday, it is the 22nd annual Clay County Cruisers Car and Truck Show. They've been doing this a little while. Registration begins at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's going to go till 12:30. Trophy presentation to follow. Entry is $20 per show vehicle. Food and beverages will be provided by gate to plate. So go to the park and make it fun with a car show. I tell you, make it a good day at the car show. I went to a car show out at went to the Hoyleton Hofbrau Fest a couple of weeks ago. Fantastic cars. If you can get to that level, and I'm certain the Clay County Cruisers will get there. Just a lot of fun. Skillet Fork Ruritan Breakfast is on Saturday. That's out in Mill Shoals, down from 7:30 to 9:30 in the morning on Saturday. The Skillet Fork Ruritan Club inviting folks. It features scrambled eggs, sausage, biscuits and gravy, tater tots, and a variety of beverages, including milk, of course, and chocolate milk, orange juice, and coffee. Surely there'll be some tea. They don't set the admission price on there, so give generously. The breakfast is offered by donation. It's held on the 4th Saturday each month. What else is going on over there on the very far side? I guess it'd be west. If you're looking at the TV, west. If you're very far side of the co-op area out in Grayville, they're going to have a big program at the Groff Public Library and Museum. They are presenting a program on the Lower Ohio River history. Wonder if that's going to talk about that great big flood back in, 1920 or something like that, when it froze up and flooded. Just a wild one. Groff Memorial Park in Grayville hosts a special history program, River Confluences. The 4 rivers reach the Lower Ohio on Saturday, July 25th. Presentation begins at 1 o'clock in the library. Presenter Bob Swenson, he's a retired architect, SIU Carbondale professor emeritus, and Yale School of Architecture graduate. That's some big talk right there. They'll explore the history and significance of the 60-mile stretch of the Ohio River that borders Illinois and Kentucky, known as Four Rivers Reach. The program will examine how the confluence of four major American rivers served the vital transportation corridor for Native Americans, as well as explorers, hunters, military forces, settlers, and merchants. Also discuss the development of towns and commerce along the river and the region's shipbuilding history, and the nearly 300 steamboats that launched there over a span of more than 120 years and traveled the waterways throughout the country. The program is sponsored by the Public Library with support from Illinois Humanities. That'll be a good time. Also going on Saturday, over in Fairfield, they're having their annual free back-to-school giveaway at the Bridge Church. It'll go 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock on Saturday. 41st Ministries, the Bridge Church, and the New Beginnings Church, all teaming up to host a bigger back-to-school giveaway than ever. It'll be from 2 to 5 at the Bridge Church. That's out on Highway 15 West. It used to be Canaan Church, I believe. Now they call it the Bridge. Built it pretty recently. Families can pick up free school supplies, food, clothing, and fun items for all age kids. Also be double the hair. They'll have double the hairdressers as last year for free haircuts. Get the kids' hair looking good for school. You know, doggone kids probably won't want to cut their hair for another year. That's 2 to 5 at the Bridge Church out west of Fairfield. Doing that up in Salem as well at the Effingham Christian Church. Evergreen Christian Church in Salem from 8:30 to noon. Free giveaway of clothing, household goods, miscellaneous items to those in need. How nice. Also on Saturday, the Representative Niemerg, Adam Niemerg up there from Dietrich, hosting his 4th annual free Kids Fishing Derby. It starts at 9:30. That's going to be out at Sandpar State Park. That's between Newton and Oblong, so just a bit west of Dietrich. Goes for kids from age 4 to 15. Now, no fishing license is required for kids participating in the event. Held at the White Oak Shelter at Sandpar State Park, State Fish and Wildlife Area. Let's locate it on Route 33 north of Newton. Adam Niemerg says he's excited to once again bring this special and popular event for families to Sandpar Lake. Parents, grandparents, and other relatives bring their children out for some fun and fresh air while getting them away from computers, TV screens, and other electronics to learn the joys and fun and how to fish. Many folks also enjoy competing for trophies like biggest fish or the most fish caught in the day. The event runs from 9 o'clock till 11:30, includes information about water safety, how to bait a hook, and how to reel in a fish. I remember learning how to bait a hook. I thought it was the grossest thing ever. I was about 5 years old, and I still think it. But it's part of the deal. Participants should enter the wildlife area from Route 33 and proceed to White Oak Shelter after the second right turn. So there you go. If you have more questions, give Representative Niemerg's office a call at 217-813-6036. Speaking of representatives, Niemerg will be there, by the way. Speaking of representatives, I got a call last week from James Pennington. James Pennington of Florida. They've got a big deal going on over at Clay City, over at Johnny's Pickers Lounge. It's the Darren and Aaron's Bailey Bash. James is something else. So I told him I don't usually hype up pro political rallies for either side. So, but I figure I'd do it for James. He's always a lot of fun. This is rain or shine. It's like I said at Johnny's Pickers Lounge. They're going to have a dunking booth outside as well, and it's $10 for 3 balls to dunk J.B. Pritzker. I don't think it'll be the real J.B. Pritzker. Let's put it that way. Bring your lawn chairs. 20 vendors will be there. Darren Bailey will be there from 4 to 5. They have bands playing all day long. This thing goes from noon to about 11:30 on Saturday over at Johnny's Pickers Lounge. So the main stage will have Dustin Shepard, the Gritty Kings Band, from 12 to 1:30. Ashley Joe will be on there. Beth Greenwood will be on there. Billy Joe Neal will be showing up. Bob Bone playing from 2 to 3 with cross country. Bill Lamb from 3 to 3:30. Terry Meeks from 3:30 to 4. Bill Fix and his Rogues Band. He's misspelled that. I should have caught that, so I didn't read what it actually said. It actually says Bill Fix and his Rouge's Band. It's Rogues. Tripster Rock Band at 5:30. Cross Country Band with Missy Dunaway at 6:15. And Bud Brown will be performing with the Cross Country Band as well later on in the evening. And I think that's from 6:15 to 9:30. Tripster and Cross Country and all performers are invited to the main stage to finish the night from 9:30 to 11. What a big night for Darren and Aaron's Bailey Bash to try to knock off J.B. Pritzker. What else going on on Friday the 24th? Might be able to do this on the 25th out at Johnny's Pickers. On July 24th, commemorate National Tequila Day with a little lime and salt. Mix up a margarita maybe, or a Paloma or a Mamacita to celebrate the day. In fact, tequila is mezcal, but mezcal is not tequila. And that's because tequila is distilled from a specific type of agave plant, and the law protects its production. Take a sip and then travel into tequila's history. As how long ago, folks? When do you think tequila was first distilled? Well, they've been doing it for thousands of years. Long before distillation arrived, indigenous populations in Mexico harvested and fermented nectar from various agave plants to make traditional beverages like pulque, which is basically an early mezcal wine. By the time Cortez got on the scene, he and his Spanish conquistadors, they found the native fermented drinks unpalatable. They introduced copper stills to the region, initiating the distillation process. So I guess it was around the 1500s. The town of Tequila began distilling, and the local blue agave, distinguishing its product from other agave spirits. That would be in the 1600s. And then in the 18 and 1900s, Jose Antonio Cuervo obtained the very first official license to commercially produce tequila, establishing one of the earliest major tequila houses. And there's all kinds of stuff. I got to tell you, I always have a safe driver too. Also, if you're gonna drink tequila, make sure you've got somebody to drive safely. I haven't drunk tequila very much. It's something I used to do about once a year. I would drink a little bit of tequila, and you got to drink it responsibly because it can turn on you in a hurry. Tequila it can be fun. It can be very unpleasant. What else going on today? This is National Amelia Earhart Day each year on July 24th. National Amelia Earhart Day honors the achievements of this aviation pioneer on the date of her birth. She was born on July 24th. What year? What year was Amelia Earhart born? 1897, when Amelia Earhart entered the world. And one of her most impressive achievements took place in 1932. She took off from Harbor Grace, Newfoundland, and flew solo across the Atlantic Ocean, the first woman to do so. Throughout the flight, she faced many technical difficulties. Her goal was to land in Paris. However, due to the challenge of the flight, she landed her red Lockheed Vega 15 hours later in Northern Ireland. And all in all, the flight was a success. She became the first woman to complete the journey following her record-setting accomplishment. She earned the United States Distinguished Flying Cross. Broke many records, including first woman to fly over the Atlantic Ocean. Wrote best-selling books about her experiences. Went to Purdue Aviation Department faculty in 1935 as a visiting faculty member, and counseled women on careers. Member of the National Women's Party, supporter of the Equal Rights Amendment. I think that is still going. In 1937, she attempted to circumnavigate the globe. Her Purdue-funded Lockheed Model 10 Electra disappeared over the Pacific Ocean near Howland Island in July. So did she make? I'm trying to remember when in the month that happened. I don't think she quite made 40 years of age. So congratulations to Amelia Earhart. What else is going on today or this weekend? This is going on Saturday. You got to celebrate this one. This is fun, ladies and gentlemen. National Hot Fudge Sundae Day takes a turn representing National Ice Cream Month in delicious style. Feast on tasty ice cream dessert that combines hot and cold with a cherry on top. That one doesn't have a cherry. Does this one have a cherry? That one has a cherry on top. Even more important to note, this dessert has been served since at least 1906, while the oldest known record of an ice cream sundae is from 1892. However, the first use of hot fudge came a bit later. According, let's see, Ithaca claims the first sundae from Platt and Colt Pharmacy in 1892. So give the hot fudge sundae its due, because that one's a good one. Look at that. It's sitting on some, sitting on a brownie. That looks more like a hot fudge brownie sundae. No brownie in this one. I like this one just a bit better. That's the way to go. What do you want to see on TV, ladies and gentlemen? Got baseball. That's pretty much all there is. There's a few other things going on, but we'll talk baseball. On Chicago Sports Network at 6:40 tonight, Houston is at Chicago, the White Sox. That's Spencer Arrighetti versus Davis Martin. The Colorado Rockies will be in Milwaukee tonight. That's on, by the way, the White Sox are playing on Chicago Sports Network, channel 353. You probably knew that. 5:40 tonight, Colorado Rockies at Milwaukee. Tomoyuki Sagano versus Shane Drohan, and that's on MLB Network 357. That'll be followed, and that's at 5:40. Pardon me, that's earlier than that. I think it's like 4 o'clock in Milwaukee. And then at 5:45, Arizona is at Washington after the end of the first game. Eduardo Rodriguez versus Zach Littell on MLB Network. Where are the Cubs, Bruce? Cubs are going to be on Marquee tonight, 6:45 at Pittsburgh. That'll be Matthew Boyd versus Jared Jones. I might have put that down wrong, too. That's probably 5:45. Now, this one I know is right. At 7:15 tonight, the Cardinals host the Cincinnati Reds in a NFL. They're both National League East matchups. Rhett Lauder versus Dustin May. St. Louis Network, channel 372. We're going to talk all kinds of fun sports here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Take the Points edition. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. people, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for being here. As if you've been paying attention over the past few days, we've had football coaches on here. Had Brian Tackett earlier this week, and had we recorded Justin Townsend on Wednesday. His show's going to run on Monday. Now, it's all my fault. I contacted Kevin Green. I'm not slighting Salem. I don't you Salem folks don't feel like you're getting slighted. I didn't mean. I was trying to get Kevin to come on the show as well to talk about the Wildcats football team and what they've got coming up this year. And it's all my fault. I didn't contact him in time. I missed him. I thought I'd have enough time to get him before school starts. School doesn't start for Salem for another week and a half, but guess who's going on vacation right before school starts? Kevin, Coach Green. So not able to get him on the show, but let's talk a little bit here about the Wildcats and the upcoming season for Salem. They've got some big changes coming up for Salem. You recall, of course, the Wildcats. This was their 2025 season. Their record in 2024 was 2-7. In 25, they went 3-6. So they picked up a win over the course of that season over Mattoon, Wood River, and Charleston. But they were playing, and they played Centralia as well, lost. Centralia came back after a tough 2024 with quite an improvement. But the playing all those conference teams, Wood River, East Alton, Wood River, Roxana, Bree Central, Columbia, and Freeburg, that's going away. That's not happening anymore, as the Wildcats have left that conference. This is their first year in the new conference. The new conference is the Southern Illinois River to River. Here was last year's conference, and I'm showing you this for this reason. You have 11-2 Breeze Central. They played 13 games, got beat one game short of the state championship. That's a pretty good season. They're really, really good. You've got Freeburg in there. They played 11 games. They lost in the second round of the playoffs. They're really good. You've got Columbia in there, 6-4. This year is a down year for Columbia. They're really, really good. You've got Roxana in there, who went 2-3 in the conference. Those were the only 3 losses of the regular season. They went to the second round of the playoffs. That's really, really good. Salem just had no real opportunity as a building team. As a building team each year, you just don't want to get the tar beaten out of you. So Salem started looking around for other avenues, maybe other places that would welcome them to play. And here's what the Cahokia looks like. There's the Cahokia last year. Here's what the Cahokia is this year. They have added they've added 4 teams and lost 2. They've added Civic Memorial. They've added Centralia. Centralia getting out of the South 7 and joining the actually, that's going to be a fantastic conference. Cahokia's Mississippi Conference. That's going to be really, really good. But, getting Centralia, getting Jerseyville, and also getting Waterloo in. That's going to be a pretty doggone tough conference as well. Salem got out of this. This is what Salem got out of. Here's where they are going. Let's see. Yeah, here's where they're going this year. Carterville, Harrisburg, Herrin, Metropolis, Murfreesboro, and Salem. Now, that might be a little travel, but here's the way I'm looking at it. There were only 5 teams in this conference last year. Salem just added in. So each of these teams now, it becomes a full-on football conference with 6 teams. 5 conference games. Salem will play 4 teams that had losing records last year. 4 out of 5 in conference games with losing records, and including now Harrisburg's usually pretty good, but they've been down a little bit lately. Murfreesboro has some talent come through, but they've been down a little bit. Hamilton or Massac County, long drive, but they've been working their way back up. They've had some struggles. Herrin, I don't know about Herrin. Look at that, 75 points for and 400 against. That's what Salem's getting into this year. They still were able to keep several of their winnable games from last year. Here is the schedule for the Wildcats. It opens at Centralia, and that's going to be a tough one. Richland County only is pretty good as well. So if Salem can get through the first couple of weeks, may not win both of those games, may not win either of those games. You just don't want to get banged up in those games. Then you can come home. This is another year where Salem only has 4 home games. Then you come home against Mattoon. So your first 3 weeks of the season are non-conference. Mattoon, as we just saw, is beatable. Then the conference season starts up. Harrisburg, under 500. Carterville, well, Carterville's really good. They made it the second week of the playoffs and scored a lot of points. Carterville's tough. But then you've got Murfreesboro coming to Salem. You've got Herrin coming to Salem. You could conceivably be going 7 weeks into the season at potentially 5-2, potentially 4-3, potentially who knows what. And then traveling down to Massac County to finish off the conference season. You get a chance to get to a winning record even before you have Charleston coming into Salem to finish up the regular season on Friday, October 16th. It's an outstanding opportunity for Coach Green and for the folks from Salem to get into that conference. It was. Well, they were having a tough time getting any footing. Now they'd been in and it's not, you can't say that the Wildcats or Roxana got out of that conference too. You can't say that the Wildcats and the Roxana Shells left them in the lurch. They certainly didn't. The Cahokia Conference reorganized everything to big schools and smaller schools. And it was probably the right time for Salem to seek elsewhere. And also, I mean, are you thinking, well, Bruce, how about travel times? Well, what are we looking at when it comes to travel? Well, here's what it was last year. Travel to Olney is short, and Olney's still in there. Basically, you're taking out trips to Roxana and Wood River, which are right next to each other, a good hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes away. A trip to Breeze, which is, 45 minutes. Trips to Columbia and Freeburg, which are over an hour as well. You are replacing those with potential trips to Harrisburg and Carterville. Carterville is about an hour, right at an hour. It's on the interstate. Murfreesboro is going to be a little over an hour. Harrisburg, that's going to be over an hour as well. Massac County, that's where you're going to be saying, how long do I have to be in the car? Massac is a good ways down. We used to, whenever I was at Fairfield, we used to head down to Massac and play them once a year as well. It's a solid 100 miles. 110 miles, but that's all on 2-lane. Salem to Massac's all interstate. It is interstate the entire way. You go down to Marion and catch, so it would be about 70 miles to Marion, and just south of Marion you catch I-24 off right down to Metropolis for Massac County. Yeah, maybe a little longer rides, maybe similar rides. You maybe not really shorten anything up, but you might have a better chance to have a better opportunity. Plus, the basketball level of basketball, you'll see, folks. And actually, it might be it probably ought to help in volleyball as well, as you get away from the Breezes and the Freeburgs of the world and get more of the Southern Illinois river-to-river folks. It's going to be good. It'll be fun. Salem, we'll talk to you. We'll talk more about Salem football as the year goes on. But I'm sorry I couldn't get the coach couldn't get the coach on the show. Our schedules just didn't work out. My fault entirely. We'll see y'all. We're not going to see you. See y'all in a couple of minutes. We're going to come back talk about what do we have? The World Cup next. Back in a sec.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywine, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
I think I said we were going to talk about baseball. I lied. Or talk about soccer. Let's talk about baseball as the season now gets. It's about a week underway after the All-Star break. Hope you all enjoyed the All-Star game last week. That was fun. Let's see where folks are. Here's what the American League looks like right now. The Tampa leads the Yankees. Everybody's over 100 games now, pretty much. So you're three, or probably only 3/8 of the season to go. Almost 2/3 of the way through the season, and boy, time flies, doesn't it? So you've got the White Sox still holding on to a 1-game lead. The Rays lead the Yankees by 2.5 games, and the Rangers have been just barely holding off the Mariners down there in the West. But when you look at the American League, you're probably make a little bit more sense to take a look at the wild card. Here's what the American League wild card currently looks like. And how about those Boston Red Sox? They finally have lost one in a row, but that was after they had won 15 in a row to zoom back up into a contention for a wild card spot. They're over 500 now. So just think about that. They were 37 and 48 before that long winning streak started. 37 and 48, and off and running they went. They're 45. Their score differential is 45 runs. That's pretty good. They've zoomed past the Mariners and the Orioles to get into the current wild card setting. They're having having a great July, and could the Red Sox catch up with the Yankees? Well, they're only 4.5 games behind the Yankees. Why not? Why not? How about the National League? The National League, the Braves, they won on Thursday afternoon. I don't think that's included in there. I believe I took this screenshot before their win. So the Braves now 4.5 games ahead of the Phillies as they have 60 wins. They're the East, the first. They're the last team to get to 60 as a division leader. Brewers 64 wins and Dodgers 65 wins. Certainly nobody's going to catch the Dodgers. The Brewers, somebody might be able to make a chase. And you never know. Philadelphia just 4 games back. About a week ago, they were only 3 or 2 games back, but now they've dropped back a little bit. Will the Braves be able to hold them off? Yeah, probably. Here's what the wild card looks like in the National League, and this is the intriguing thing. Now, this is before St. Louis plays Arizona for the last time of the season on Thursday afternoon. I did this before that game, and that game started about 5 minutes ago from when I'm recording this. So the Cardinals need to get back over the hump. They got to get things turned around. The Cardinals, you can see their last 10 games 4-6, but it has really been disturbing to watch how the Cardinals came out of the All-Star break. Only won 2 out of their first 6 games. 2 out of their first 6. They've got a big homestand right now. Started Thursday. Started yesterday. Well, as I'm talking, started about 7 minutes ago. They've got a 10-game homestand. You got to take care of business during a 10-game homestand against the Reds, the D-backs, the Reds, and the Cubs. And who's next weekend? I think Colorado or somebody like that. I think that might be Colorado. The Cardinals got to take care of business. They just have to take care of business this week. As the Cubs look like they're pretty, barring a collapse, locked in. But then again, there's still 60 games to go for those teams out there at the top. Everybody was still 60 games to go. I was talking about the division races. Here's what Vegas thinks. Here's the American League. They think the Guardians are going to catch the White Sox. As you saw, we talked about this last week. The Guardians are behind. They are just a game back, but Vegas thinks the Guardians are good. The Yankees. Vegas thinks the Yankees are going to catch up and win the division. Yankees are 2 games back, right? 2.5 behind the Rays. And the Yankees, even though they've been 7-3 in their last 10, they've been dealing with injuries that you don't want to deal with. And out west, who knows? Throw a coin in the air. The Vegas thinks the Mariners are going to catch up to the Rangers. They're close. You will see what happens toward the end. But the interesting thing, both of them, I think, could be out of the wild card, right? Yeah, either way, they're out of the wild card. The loser out west. How about the National League Division Series or National League Division races? Brewers have just about put it away. That 7-game lead over the Cubs, and the Braves at 2-1 over the Phillies with that 4-game lead. I just continually shocked by the Cardinals just getting no love. I guess people have bet on the Cardinals as the season has gone on, and that's why Vegas isn't looking for any more. Well, no, they must be looking for more. Nobody's bet on the Cardinals. That's what it is. Nobody's bet on the Cardinals. Vegas wants people to bet on. They're putting them at 100-1 to win the division. Possible. Could happen. We'll be back right after this. More Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec. Now World Cup.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Cardinals already have a lead. How about that? Early lead. 13 minutes into the game and trying to add on. Let's talk. All right. I promise. This will be the last time I talk about the Men's World Cup for 4 years. It's not coming back until 2030. So this is the last time I'm going to talk about it. Better get your crying towels out. You don't have me to kick around anymore talking about the World Cup. I'm going to talk about other things. But yeah, did you have fun with the World Cup in the United States? That was a good time. I thought that was fantastic. Here's what the final bracket looked like as after Sunday's finale. Spain defeating Argentina 1-0. Do you think Spain deserved to win? Argentina didn't get a single shot on goal in the finale. They attempted two in total, and that was almost 2 hours into the game. Just terrible, or great defense from Spain. Spain only allowed one goal in the entire tournament. They played 8 games, allowed just one goal. Spain deserved it. They managed 12 shots on goal in the final against Argentina, and they only allowed 10 shots on goal for the entire tournament. 8 games. Yeah. The only way of how they beat Argentina, they kept Messi from touching the ball. Here was, by the way, the winning shot. Look at this guy. You can't see the guy who tipped it back to him, headered it back to this guy. This is Ferran Torres. headed it back to him, and he puts it through in between that goalkeeper and the dude with the dude next to the goalkeeper, and he gets that thing through. And it's a fantastic goal, scored in extra time. Spain was just so much better. But the thing is, Argentina didn't seem like they tried to win, and after the game they were sore losers. It was too bad. Here's let's see. This happened after the game. They got a little clash. Leandro Paredes and Lisandro Martinez. This is after the game's already over, and you've got Spanish and Argentina players talking nasty to each other, and so then Spain lifts their trophy, right? They're going to lift the trophy, have a good time. And here's what Argentina does. That's the bottom half. Argentina, if you can't see it, the players all have their backs turned to Spain in this shot, whereas Spain had made a nice little tunnel for the Argentinian players to walk through to go get their prizes, go get their medals. Yeah, Argentina did not. They didn't care for any of that. And whenever you see the Spanish folks up there on their stage collecting their trophy, and the Argentinians saying, "Yeah, high school." It's like high school. So, I mean, to answer your question, can adults act like high schoolers? Yeah. You've seen high school fans whenever they announce the opposing team that they'll put up the newspapers and stuff. It's good, clean high school fun. Good, clean high school fun. Argentina on Sunday basically got de-pantsed. Spain beat them as badly as a team can get beaten, 1-0. Argentina didn't get shots. Their time of possession was just terrible. A defenseman, Rodri, takes the best player in the tournament, the Ballon d'Or. He didn't score any goals, didn't have any assists. That's the wild part. Here's how we did. This is the Take the Points group, our 2026 World Cup bets. Weez and I got Spain right. This was pre-tournament. We both got Spain right, and let's see, mine paid on $10. That pays $55. That'll work. Then we both picked the United States to lose in the round of 16. And I got that for $250, and Weez got that at $130. I did better. We both picked Lamine Yamal to win the Ballon d'Or. We didn't realize they were going to give the MVP of the tournament to a defensive player. Not just a defensive player. He basically controlled the ball offensively. And that's just the amazing thing. Think of your point guards in basketball, the way they can control a game and make it just unbelievably difficult for the other team. That's what Spain did. That's what Rodri did. Next World Cup, Women's World Cup coming up next year. American ladies have a better chance than the American men have to win it, I'll tell you. We'll talk about that maybe about 10 months from now. Have I got the potpourri of sports for you coming up? We're going to talk, I'll just let it be a surprise. Back in a sec.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today as talking about, well, I'll tell you what, let's do. Start with the first one. I just showed you our betting results for the World Cup. We also did that for the British Open. Did you watch the Open Championship over the course of the weekend? That was good, clean fun. Nice win for Ryan Fox. Let's see. Let me find it here. There he is. Ryan Fox finishing for the win. The New Zealander won the Open Championship with a birdie on 18. Look at that nice finish. He birdied 4 out of the last 6 holes. He's the son of a rugby player and the grandson of a cricket player from New Zealand. He's never finished in the top 15 at a major, and 4 different golfers won the majors this year. And how many years you think since let me put it a different way. There have been 13 different Open Championship winners in the last 13 years. That says a lot about maybe some parity in the golfing. How do we do? Well, not bad. I had Scotty Scheffler to make the top 10. He finished in 4th place. So top 5 would have paid about, I think, plus 150 or something. No, not that much. It would probably would. I think the top 10 was, minus 115. So top 5 was probably about even money. Then Jamie had Tommy Fleetwood to get in the top 10. Fleetwood end up, I believe, in 4th or 5th place, tied for 4th or 5th. Lucas had a rough run. Bryson DeChambeau did not make he broke the DeChambeau streak, though, of not making a cut. Not making the cut. He missed the first 3 of the year, but he got into this one. Of mine, Morikawa basically the only one who played decent. Fitzpatrick, he played pretty good, but he wasn't close to winning. It was a British Open. You plays your bets. Who knows what's going to happen? What else would you like to? By the way, speaking of British Open and near Scotland, this fella is Josh Kerr. He broke the world record over the weekend in the mile. The miles aren't usually run at too many meets over there. How fast did you see? Did you see how fast this guy ran the mile? 3 minutes, 42.66 seconds at London's Olympic Stadium. How fast do you think that is? Get in your car. get in your car and you go down a side street. Going about, you sometimes just keep it kind of slow. Go about 16 miles an hour. This is 16.17 miles per hour that he ran for a full mile. Try doing that, and it'll take you 4 minutes to do it, but can you imagine running that fast? Even your treadmill does not go up to the speed that this guy ran at. Your treadmills will typically stop. You can, if you have a treadmill at home, by all means, try it. See how long you can run at 15 miles an hour, because that's usually about as fast as your treadmill will go. They generally won't let you go faster than 15 miles an hour. He was running over 16 miles per hour for a mile. Just fantastic. Congratulations to Mr. Kerr. You like that sport? We got more. How about this one? Look at this guy. That's the dude who is currently leading the Tour de France. The Tour de France is going to finish up this weekend. It's going to finish up Sunday, but it's already basically won by this fella named Tadej P-O-G-A-C-A-R, Pagasa. That's what it is. Tadej Pagasa, he's going to win. He's got a big lead, and he's going to win the whole thing. Do you like watching the Tour de France? I enjoy it personally whenever they're going through the mountains. They went through the mountains over the last week or so. You'll see them going through the mountains among all these crazy people who just keep getting closer and closer and closer. And you're riding uphill, and you're through no room, just no room. And then you hit the top. Then it spreads out. And then you start seeing how fast these bikes will really go as they go 50, 60 miles an hour downhill. That might seem a little bit unsafe. But wait, there's more. I showed you Mr. Pogacar. How about are you been paying attention to the NBA? LeBron James. Who knows where he's going to go? That came out on Tuesday morning this week. Miami Heat accidentally put out a press release saying that they were setting up their live introductory press conference for LeBron James on the 27th. The 27th is what, Monday? He may not go there. Who knows where LeBron James going to go? And that's what everybody's waiting on. Everybody's waiting to see where LeBron James is going to go, but he ain't telling. That's one thing. He's just not telling him. But he's holding it out, I think, to torture Adam Silver. But wait, there's more. Look at this young lady. She's the pitcher. Her name is Carlin Pickens of the Carolina Blaze in the American United Softball League. Broke 2 metal bats with her pitches last week. She already set the record for the fastest softball pitch ever at 79 miles an hour when she was at Tennessee. That was she was just competing in the tournament about a month ago. And then, which basically at 79 miles an hour make it seem like it's 110 miles per hour. And she broke bats. She broke 2 bats. They're made of multiple pieces of metal, and she's getting them to snap. That very seldom happens. She did it twice in a week. Golly. That's amazing. 80 miles an hour softball from 40 feet. That's fast. That's faster than anybody could hit. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the cornucopia. We'll get back to more regular football stuff next week. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Dick Talk with Bruce Dickey. Have a great day.